Welcome to Shambhavi's Spectrum, Marketing Magic and Industry Insight series. Today I have the beautiful, lovely, fragrant Lochana with me. And
Thank
I'll
you.
tell you fragrant why in just a bit. As we go along, you'll understand why fragrance is such an important part of what Lochana does. Welcome, Lochana. How are you today?
Very well, thank you, Shambhavi, and thank you so much for having me here. As I mentioned, it's my first time, and I'm really, really privileged to be here on this platform. So thank
And
you.
thank you so much. And I'm so honored. And believe you me, I keep looking at different industries and trying to find insights. And for me, also, this was a first that let us tell our audience a little bit about what you do. Tell me about your company, and then let's talk about that a bit so that people understand about why I used the word fragrant.
Okay, great. So I have a company named Shraddha by Essentials. We named it as Shraddha by Essentials because our parent company is Essential Goods Manufacturing. And later on, we came up with this idea of having fresh flowers delivery for our Indian communities. So that's why we have named it as Shraddha, the company. And we are into packages which can be used by our fellow Indians for their daily prayers. So we make it convenient for them, very affordable. We do a home delivery for them of fresh flowers so that they can offer it to the Almighty for their daily prayers in the morning or evening, whenever they offer it.
So we know that the Asian population and the Indian expatriates are maximum out here in this country. And you have like really narrowed it down when you said Indians and prayers. Did you think
Mhm.
about it when you started that this is going to be your target audience, or did it just happen to you? How did the idea of Shraddha and flowers, how did it actually start?
So it started a long time ago, actually. This idea has always been there. Not an idea, but this thought has always been there that it's not easily available in Dubai or in UAE. It's there are shops. But if we have to offer flowers daily to the Almighty, it's very inconvenient or it's very expensive. So me and my husband, we grew up in Mumbai. So in Mumbai, we have this foolwalas who come daily in the
Right.
evenings. So we were missing that here. And whenever my parents come down to Dubai or my in-laws come here, they always miss this part. So this thought has been there. However, we made it into a business just last year when I lost my job due to COVID. I was working for Emirates Airline as a purser and a trainer. And in August, they let go of many of the cabin crew, and one of them was me. So I was very shocked of being jobless after 20 years.
Wow,
Uh,
my God.
yeah, so I started applying for jobs, but soon I realized that this is not for me because there were so many jobless people looking out for jobs. So I realized that it would take a very long time for me to get a job. So I quickly implemented this idea, discussing it with my husband and my family members. And we launched this in December, and we are going very strong at the moment. So it's really, really expanding and it's doing good.
So this is in December 2020. You're saying this is you
That's
launched
correct.
in December. So congratulations on the new business model. And I get what you're saying totally about the flowers part of it because we do have access out here, and it's way better because I've lived here for 30 years and I know what kind of money we used to pay for any kind of flower availability for any function. And now things have become cheaper,
Yes.
and I must confess that I came across your description about your organization in some one of the community groups on Facebook, and I just decided at random to give you a call. And then I realized that what you were using was a subscription model. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. So we have a subscription model where we have designed various packages for our customers that they can choose from. We have kept it very simple, very affordable to people who just want flowers. So it's nothing like, fancy stuff. So we've kept it very simple that they can subscribe from very affordable, or they can customize as well if they don't like our packages. So it's not a must that they have to buy the packages we have designed.
Okay. So before you decided on the subscription, whether it was the pricing or whether it was, what it should be comprised, did you do any kind of market research?
We did actually. We spent quite less time, I would say, in researching this because we knew that in UAE there are very few people who do the online business of flowers. There are a few which we did research on, and we found them very expensive. So what we decided was if we have to launch our business, of course, it's not just for money making. It's also to make sure that we, give this convenience to the customers who really want to have flowers daily to offer it to the Almighty. So we did research and we found a few people doing it, but I was very strong about what I wanted to do. And I was very focused that I am not here to make just money. And I have been in the customer service industry for such a long time. So I knew that I could connect to everyone very easily.
The minute you put customer at the forefront, I think you won the complete battle, not just half the battle. That's what I believe as a marketing and being a very customer centric person. So I think you have your formula and your stuff right. And
yes.
So do you have any daily deliveries and stuff, or how does it work? How does the subscription work? Or can people take annual subscription, or do they take monthly, weekly? How does it work?
So it works as a monthly subscription. Of course, people can go for annual subscription if they want to, but initially they wanted to try how we were. So they were not committing to a longer subscription period, and we don't force people for that. So if they want to subscribe monthly or weekly, we are very flexible with that. So they can subscribe and take as they want. We also have started looking at festivals and occasions because we got a lot of calls for the satsangs, especially, and festivals at home, baby showers if they want to have flowers. So initially I said no because I didn't know how to, do it. My focus was subscription. But then I spoke to my husband and we said, okay, we have to get into all this because people require this. There is a requirement. So let's start doing it because we have the flowers. Just let's give the flowers. So yes, that's how it is.
So you pretty much have not a very high ticket item. It's a small ticket item in comparison to many things, and you have many customers to deal with, right?
Yes.
Do you use any CRM system?
CRM system as in Shambhavi, I'm not very
as in understanding that where your list of customers is and when is the dates for, or is it on an Excel sheet, or are you using some kind of a customer relationship management system which gives you
so yeah, we do have an Excel sheet, and we do a database entry on the Excel sheet, and according to the days we have our customers who have subscribed for, and every day we take out that list and then we prepare the orders and we dispatch the orders by evening.
Okay, so right now you're on an Excel sheet, but you will eventually have to move to a CRM system which will tell you what the when the dates are, which will give you the reminders itself, and you'll be able to do that. Especially when you have more number of customers, I think that becomes a little essential part of
Definitely.
Or you need somebody doing it manually, and then again, manual has its advantages, and there could be an oversight as well.
I'll be Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You tell me.
No, I'll be very frank that I was not a corporate person, so I'm not into Excel sheets at all. My background is airline industry, where my job was just talking to people and that's it. I never came home and sat on a computer. So my husband guides me on this. I'm very basic with computers. But I have learned with time, and yes, we will look into having a database, of course, when the numbers grow. We have about 50 customers now in span of 2 months, which is really good. And we are looking at more numbers, hopefully soon.
Okay. And tell me, you have a logo which is like a flower or something. What went behind that? Did you design it, or did you have some help from somebody to design this?
I'm very lucky that I have friends who are in the advertising company and marketing company who have come forward to help me. Yes, the idea of a logo of having a flower was from our side, but the design and everything was done by my friend. If I may take her name is Archana Rao, and she helped me a lot. I have many more friends like Christina Thomas who have also come forward and helped me with designing. So the name Shraddha is basically devotion. So it's
Right.
for people who have the devotion, who have the Shraddha of offering flowers to the Almighty. So I've had people calling me saying that, you're doing a very good job, it's a noble cause, it's excellent that you're doing. And when I ask them, would you like to subscribe? Then they say, no, it's not for me, type. So which is okay, so that's how my company name is. Shraddha is for people who believe in it. So it's just simple.
Yes, it is for those who understand. It is something which is very simple, and you need to have belief in this actually to be, which is
Yes.
okay, which is all right. Like you said, which is
Yes.
okay, which is not something you started for where you felt that there was a need in the market, and that's how you
Yes.
started. And
Yes.
everybody takes their own time and their own trajectory to go from introduction to the growth stage. And so you are like
Yes.
very very nascent and pretty much in the introduction stages of it. Do you
Yes.
have a website?
Not yet, but we are looking into building a website now. So I'm in the process of taking pictures and stuff like that for the website. So once that is done, hopefully by next month, we should have a website.
Okay. Is there what kind of a now you said that you specific Indians, either individuals or for family gatherings and festival occasions. This is what you're looking at. In the future, what is the target thing? Are you going to expand on any other audience, or is it going to be just more numbers of these? What will your product portfolio look like? Will you have something
So
which
it's
is
Yes, so basically we've started with the subscription model, but yes, we have understood the market now a little bit, and we know that there is a need for occasions as well. But because of COVID, right now, no, people are not celebrating as much as they used to before. But down the line in future, yes, we are looking at weddings and receptions and all of those events where they need flowers as a decoration. So yes, we will look into that as well in future.
okay? What about a model of where people can come and pick up from somewhere? Would that be available anytime?
So we started this very basic because we didn't want to, or we didn't have the money to invest so much into a shop. So we have started on a very small scale. Right now, I'm operating from home. So once I have a shop, probably yes, they can come and take it from the shop as well if they feel that is more convenient for them.
Right. So on that note, actually, because you have a subscription model and if you have a website, you don't necessarily need to have a retail shop. You could probably have a warehouse, which can be like a fulfillment center, where people come, click and collect kind of a model. You could probably think about using that because definitely having
Absolutely,
a warehouse would be way cheaper than trying to maintain a retail front. Uh,
absolutely,
I mean, that's
absolutely.
just an idea, which is just. How do you get the word out to people about your company and your offerings?
So the initial marketing was done with free samples, Shambhavi. So not many know this, but in Bardubai, Ud Mehta and Karama area where we are put up, we distributed free samples to each and every house in every building. So that's how we started our marketing with. And people, we had put a note inside with our number and everything. So people started calling us and they liked the idea. Few of them subscribed, few of them just gave me their blessings. So that's how it started. And then slowly, slowly, I started making my flyers. So now we have WhatsApp, we have Facebook, we have Instagram. So I'm learning how to market on these channels as well. And it's very, very helpful, all of these channels. So far, I have been using WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook as my marketing tool.
So apart from your husband, who you've mentioned a couple of times, so I'm sure he's a great supporter. Do you
Yes,
have
yes.
any other mentors or any other people in the support team? Do you have anyone working with you now?
Yes, I have my helper who helps me. She's from Nepal. Then I have a delivery boy as well. He's from Andhra Pradesh, so he delivers for me. And recently we have tied up with someone to deliver for far off places because my helper cannot go there. So yes, we have a few members in our team right now.
And by far off, you mean Sharjah and other Emirates, or
Not yet, but now because we have tied up, we are looking at Sharjah as well. But far off means Dubai Hills or Mudon, JBR, JLT, where these bikers. My helper, he is not comfortable going with on a
right?
bike. That's why.
Mm. Okay, so that means that's so. By the way, the hub of the city is moved towards this side. Okay, let me tell you that.
True, true.
So, in the 20 years that you've been here, Lochana? 20 years, you said, right?
20 years in the airline industry, 15 years
in Dubai, in UAE and Dubai as such.
Yeah.
So what is the change that you have seen in the people and in their consumption patterns, which kind of made you more think about the business as becoming an entrepreneur? What was it?
So I never thought that I would be doing this business, but I always wanted to do something on my own. To be frank, I wanted to have my own salon, but it requires a huge investment and all of those things, which we were not ready to put. And I was always stuck with a job, so I couldn't devote my time to opening a business. But yes, this is some an idea which we came up with, and we did not even think for a second. We just implemented it. We didn't know what we were getting into. To be frank, we researched for some time, but we thought we'll give it a shot. Failures happen, but
Sorry.
no problem. Failures do happen, but we learn from failures, and we will take each step at a time, and that's how we are doing it now.
There's one question which I want to ask you. You know that now there is a lot of things going on about sustainability, and there is a lot about kind of composting and stuff like that. And I know you've also must have received all those forwards which about Varanasi, where they take these flowers and they are making them into oud and agarbatti and stuff like that. So at any point, do you have any plan for either encouraging your customers to compost the flowers, or the waste, the flowers, the dried up flowers, or do you have any other plan for yourself to have a collection of these flowers and do something else with it? At any point, do you have any such ideas?
It's very strange and weird, but this morning my sister sent me this forward link of how to compost used flowers, and there's a boy in Kanpur who does it, and he makes
incense. Correct. Sorry, it was not Varanasi, it was Kanpur. You're right. Yes. Okay.
So today morning I just saw that video that she sent me, and I was really impressed, and I didn't know that this can be done. So definitely we will look into this, and we have a lot of customers who say, I don't want to throw away the used flowers, so can you help us with this? So yes, we are looking. We do have a company we have approached to see if we can do this at an economical rate, not charging the customers too much. So yes, we are looking at collecting the used flowers and composting it as well.
So that's a great idea, because the whole consumer experience from pre-purchase to purchase and then the disposal, and then now it is about sustainability, it is about earth, and if something can be done with it and also provide a livelihood to somebody, or if nothing, at least become useful for the earth, then why not?
Yes, definitely. I am looking into this, and hopefully soon we will come up with some plan to collect the used flowers.
That's so wonderful, Lochana. It's a very interesting talking to you, and I know that we will definitely meet again another discussion when you are more when you've grown more, your customer base has grown more, and I hope that day you find the time to actually talk to me. Before we leave, have you thought about LinkedIn? Have you thought about a LinkedIn presence for the company?
Yes, I will be doing that. I will be doing that soon as well, because right now I was investing my time more into starting this business and get it going. So that's why I don't have a website as well. We thought we'll just implement it and start it and then see what needs to be done. So slowly we are looking into LinkedIn as well.
Okay. And do you have any kind of newsletter or anything information which you send, or any kind of blog you're planning to write where people can maybe share their experience of how their event went because of the flowers which you provided to them and things like that? Do you think that would at any point be something which you would think about once your website is up and ready?
Definitely, I will look into it, and I will need help because I'm not very good in blogging and all those things and writing. So yes, I will be looking into it. I have a lot of friends who blog, So I will be approaching them to understand how this works, and hopefully soon again we will start
Great.
that as
Because,
well.
yeah, that's great because as a airline staff, you know very well that all the customers they have touch points, and then
Yeah.
it becomes like a critical touch point where you have emotionally touched them. So
Yes.
your contact point becomes your touch point, and then it goes into critical touch point. So you have
Yes.
actually, because something which is emotional and which is I wouldn't say that it's a luxury item in the sense,
Oh.
because when we say luxury it becomes expensive, but it's something which is
Yes.
close to the heart. So the
Yes.
emotions are very highly involved in this. So you have a
Yes.
great product which is and a great offering which is like that. And I wish you all the very best. For anybody who's out there either searching for a job or trying to become an entrepreneur or looking at any kind of business, is there something that you would like to share?
I would just like to say that if you believe in something, just take that step to do it. Don't be scared. Or even if you're scared, just do it and see how it is. Even if you fail, probably you will know what to do next. So that is what I believe in, and I've always believed in. So, yes, that's my message to people who want to start their own business.
That's a great message because the fear is what actually inhibits us. And today's discussion, like you said, seems to be around that. And let's remove our mental, fear and move across to those boundaries. It's
Absolutely.
been a lovely session talking to you, Lochana, and I will
Same here,
continue this
Shambhavi.
offline. And wishing you all the very best and look forward to Shraddha Essentials doing much more in this market. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much for your
much.
time. Thank you.
Thank you, Shambhavi.
For more such conversations with managers, entrepreneurs, and business leaders, subscribe, like, and visit Shambhavi's Spectrum.